What if I told you there's a single plant used for over 3,000 years that modern science is now calling one of the most powerful natural stress relievers on the planet? A plant so remarkable that researchers at top universities are scrambling to study it, and the results are turning heads in medical journals worldwide. Most people have never heard of it. Those who have usually get it completely wrong. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this ancient remedy is suddenly the hottest topic in modern wellness, and why ignoring it might be costing you your sleep, your energy, and even your mental sharpness. I'm Dr. Leonid Kim, and today we're diving deep into something that changes everything. Here's what most people don't realize. Your body is fighting a silent battle every single day. It's not a battle you can see. There are no bruises, no scars, no warning signs on the outside. But on the inside, there's a fire burning. Scientists call it chronic inflammation. I like to call it the internal fire. Think of it like this. Imagine a small candle burning in a room. That candle is normal inflammation, your body's natural defense system. It's healthy, it's necessary, it keeps you alive. But what happens when that candle turns into a wildfire? When every room in your house is slowly burning and you don't even smell the smoke? That's chronic inflammation. And it's linked to fatigue, brain fog, poor sleep, weakened immunity, and even accelerated aging. Now here's where it gets interesting. For thousands of years, healers in India used a small, unassuming shrub with yellow flowers and red berries to calm this internal fire. They called it the strength of the horse because it was believed to give warriors the power and stamina of 10 stallions. Warriors drank it before battle. Scholars used it to sharpen their minds. Mothers used it to restore their strength after childbirth. But here's the surprising part. Modern science is now proving they were right all along. This plant isn't some exotic pharmaceutical drug. It isn't a synthetic chemical cooked up in a lab. It's completely natural. And the latest research? It's absolutely staggering. So what is this mysterious plant? It's called Ashwagandha, scientific name Withania somnifera. And yes, the name literally means smell of the horse, partly because of its earthy scent, but mostly because of its legendary strength-giving properties. Now I know what you're thinking. Another herbal supplement? I've heard this before, but this is where most people get it wrong. Ashwagandha isn't just another wellness trend. It's not like the latest juice cleanse or detox tea that fades away in 6 months. This is one of the most studied adaptogens in the world, with over 1,000 published research papers and counting. And today, I'm going to share 6 key insights that will completely change how you think about this ancient root. Ready? Let's go. Insight number 1. Ashwagandha can slash your stress hormone by up to 30%. Let me paint you a picture. You wake up, your alarm didn't go off, you're late for work, traffic is a nightmare, your boss sends 3 urgent emails, your phone is buzzing, your shoulders are tense, your heart is racing, and by 2 p.m. you're exhausted but you can't sleep at night. Sound familiar? That's your cortisol talking. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. It's like a fire alarm that's supposed to go off during emergencies, but for most of us, that alarm is ringing 24/7. Here's what most people don't realize. Chronic high cortisol doesn't just make you feel stressed. It literally shrinks your brain. Yes, you heard that right. Studies show that prolonged cortisol exposure can reduce the size of your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. It also breaks down muscle tissue, increases belly fat, disrupts your sleep, weakens your immune system, and ages your skin faster. So how does ashwagandha help? Think of ashwagandha as a volume knob for your stress response. It doesn't shut off your stress system, that would be dangerous. Instead, it turns down the volume. It helps your body recognize when the danger is over and tells your nervous system, hey, it's safe to relax now. Here's the science, explained simply. Ashwagandha contains special compounds called withanolides. These are the active ingredients that do the heavy lifting. Withanolides interact with your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the HPA axis. That's the command center that controls your cortisol production. A landmark study published in the Indian Journal of Psychological Medicine took 64 adults with chronic stress and gave them ashwagandha for 60 days. The results? Their cortisol levels dropped by an average of 30%. That's not a small improvement. That's a dramatic shift. Another study from 2019, published in Medicine, found that participants taking ashwagandha reported a 44% reduction in perceived stress compared to the placebo group. But this is where it gets really interesting. Ashwagandha doesn't just lower cortisol. It also rebuilds what stress destroys. It supports your adrenal glands, the tiny organs sitting on top of your kidneys that pump out cortisol. Over time, chronic stress exhausts these glands like a car engine running on empty. Ashwagandha helps restore their function, giving you sustained energy instead of the crash and burn cycle. The surprising part? Many people report feeling calmer within just 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. But the real magic happens around the 6 to 8 week mark when your body has fully recalibrated. Now, most people get this wrong. They think ashwagandha is just for stress. But here's what changes everything. This root is also a powerhouse for your brain. Insight number 2, it can literally grow new brain connections. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to remember a name that was on the tip of your tongue? Or felt like your brain was wrapped in cotton? That's not just getting older. That's often a sign that your brain cells are under attack. Here's the science in simple terms. Your brain is made of billions of cells called neurons. These neurons talk to each other through connections called synapses. The more connections you have, the sharper your memory, the faster your thinking, the better your focus. But stress, poor sleep, inflammation, and aging slowly destroy these connections. It's like a city where the roads are crumbling. Eventually, traffic can't move. Ashwagandha does something remarkable. It promotes a protein in your brain called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps neurons grow, survive, and form new connections. In a 2017 study published in the Journal of Dietary Supplements, adults who took 300 milligrams of ashwagandha twice daily showed significant improvements in reaction time, executive function, and attention compared to the placebo group. Another study found that ashwagandha extract improved working memory, the kind of memory you use when following instructions or solving problems in real time. But here's the surprising part. Animal studies suggest ashwagandha may even help clear toxic proteins that accumulate in the brain. These proteins are associated with neurodegenerative conditions. While human research is ongoing, the early data is incredibly promising. Think of it this way. Your brain is like a garden. Stress is the weeds. Ashwagandha is the gardener, pulling weeds, planting new flowers, and making sure everything thrives. Okay, so it calms your stress and sharpens your brain. But what about your body? What about the physical fire we talked about earlier? Insight number 3, it puts out the internal fire. Remember the internal fire? Chronic inflammation? Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your immune system is a security guard. When there's a real threat, like a virus or bacteria, the guard should sound the alarm, fight the intruder, and then go back to normal. But what if the guard is paranoid? What if he keeps sounding the alarm even when there's no threat? That's chronic inflammation. Your immune system is stuck in attack mode, and it starts damaging your own tissues. This internal fire is now linked to almost every major health concern you can think of. And most people are walking around with this fire burning quietly day after day. Ashwagandha contains powerful compounds that act like natural fire extinguishers. Research shows that with analytes in ashwagandha can inhibit the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. These are the chemical messengers that shout fire to your immune system. By calming these signals, ashwagandha helps turn down the heat. A 2015 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ashwagandha reduced inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, in human subjects. CRP is one of the most reliable blood tests for measuring internal inflammation. Another fascinating finding, ashwagandha has been shown to increase the activity of natural killer cells, your immune system's frontline soldiers. These cells hunt down viruses and damaged cells. So while ashwagandha calms unnecessary inflammation, it simultaneously strengthens your actual immune defenses. Here's what most people don't realize. Inflammation and stress are best friends. When you're stressed, you release cortisol. When cortisol is high for too long, it causes inflammation. And when inflammation is high, it signals your brain to release more stress hormones. It's a vicious cycle. Ashwagandha breaks this cycle at both ends. It lowers cortisol and reduces inflammatory markers. It's like fixing both the leak and the broken pipe. Now here's what changes everything for anyone who works out, has physical aches, or just wants to feel stronger in their daily life. Insight number 4, it can boost muscle strength and speed up recovery. This is where the strength of the horse name really makes sense. A fascinating study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition took healthy young men and gave them ashwagandha while they followed a resistance training program. After 8 weeks, the ashwagandha group gained significantly more muscle mass and increased their strength compared to the placebo group. But how? Here's the simple biology. When you exercise, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. This is normal. Your body repairs these tears and the muscle comes back stronger. But if your recovery is slow because of stress, poor sleep, or inflammation, you stay sore longer and you don't build strength efficiently. Ashwagandha helps in 3 ways. First, it reduces the inflammatory response after exercise so your muscles can repair faster. Second, it supports testosterone levels in both men and women. Testosterone is crucial for muscle building, energy, and even mood. Studies show ashwagandha can increase testosterone by up to 15% in some individuals. Third, it improves blood circulation. Think of your blood as a delivery truck. It carries oxygen, nutrients, and repair materials to your muscles. Better circulation means faster delivery, faster repair, and less soreness. A 2021 study also found that ashwagandha supplementation reduced exercise-induced muscle damage and decreased levels of creatine kinase, a marker of muscle breakdown. So whether you're lifting weights, doing yoga, chasing your kids, or just trying to climb stairs without knee pain, ashwagandha can help your body recover faster and perform better. But what about sleep? Because here's the thing, none of these benefits matter if you're not sleeping well. Insight number 5, it can transform your sleep quality. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Sleep is when your body heals, not when you eat healthy, not when you take vitamins, not when you exercise. All of those things are important, but the actual repair work happens while you sleep. Your brain clears out toxins, your muscles rebuild, your immune system reorganizes. Your hormones rebalance. It's like your body runs a nightly maintenance program. But here's what most people get wrong. They think getting 8 hours is enough. It's not. The quality of your sleep matters just as much as the quantity. If you're in bed for 8 hours but tossing, turning, waking up, or sleeping lightly, your body never enters deep restoration mode. Ashwagandha has a unique effect on sleep because it works on GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is a neurotransmitter that acts like a brake pedal for your nervous system. When GABA is active, your brain slows down, your thoughts quiet, and your body prepares for deep rest. Ashwagandha naturally enhances GABA activity without the side effects of prescription sleep medications. A 2020 randomized controlled trial found that adults taking 300 milligrams of ashwagandha twice daily experienced 72% improvement in sleep quality scores. Significant reduction in sleep onset latency. They fell asleep faster, less waking up during the night. And here's the beautiful part. Because ashwagandha also lowers cortisol, it stops the tired but wired feeling that keeps so many people awake at night. You know that feeling. Your body is exhausted, but your mind is racing. Ashwagandha tells your mind, it's okay. You can rest now. Now, before you run out and buy the first bottle you see, let me tell you about the mistakes people make. Because this is where most people get it wrong. Insight number 6, the right way to use it and the common mistakes. All right, let's get practical. Here's exactly how to use ashwagandha for maximum benefit. Dosage. The research-backed dose is typically 300 to 600 milligrams per day of a standardized root extract. Look for products that specify the withanolide content, ideally 5% or higher. This tells you the product actually contains the active compounds. Timing. For stress and general wellness, take it in the morning or early afternoon. For sleep support, take it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Some people split the dose, half in the morning, half at night. Form. Capsules are the most common and convenient. Some people prefer the traditional powder mixed into warm milk or a smoothie. Both work, but capsules offer more precise dosing. Consistency, this is crucial. Ashwagandha is not a quick fix. It works cumulatively. Most studies show meaningful results after 4 to 8 weeks of daily use. Think of it like watering a plant. One day won't make it bloom, but consistent care will. Common mistakes. Mistake number 1, taking too little. Some people buy a cheap product with 50 milligrams per capsule and wonder why they feel nothing. You need a therapeutic dose. Mistake number 2, expecting instant results. If you take it once and expect to feel like Superman, you'll be disappointed. This is a long-term investment in your health. Mistake number 3, taking it with coffee on an empty stomach. Ashwagandha is best absorbed with food. Taking it with a small meal or healthy fat improves absorption. Mistake number 4, buying the wrong type. There's ashwagandha root powder and ashwagandha root extract. The extract is concentrated and standardized. The raw powder is less potent and inconsistent. For reliable results, choose a standardized extract. Myths versus facts. Myth: ashwagandha is only for men. Fact, absolutely false. Women benefit enormously from stress relief, better sleep, hormonal balance, and energy. Many studies include female participants with excellent results. Myth, it's a sedative that makes you sleepy all day. Fact, not true. While it improves sleep quality, it doesn't sedate you during the day. Many people report feeling more alert and energized because their stress is lower and their sleep is better. Myth, natural means 100% safe with no side effects. Fact, ashwagandha is very safe for most people, but it can interact with certain medications, especially thyroid medications, sedatives, and immunosuppressants. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or have an autoimmune condition, talk to your doctor first. Myth, more is better. Fact, studies show benefits plateau around 600 milligrams per day. Taking 2,000 milligrams won't give you 4 times the results. Stick to the research-backed range. Let me bring this all together for you. Your body is an incredible machine, but it's under constant assault: stress, inflammation, poor sleep, physical strain. Most people try to fix one symptom at a time: a pill for sleep, coffee for energy, painkillers for soreness, but they never address the root cause. Ashwagandha is different. It works at the foundation. It calms your stress response. It cools your internal fire. It rebuilds your brain. It strengthens your muscles. It restores your sleep. And it does all of this naturally, gently, and with thousands of years of human use behind it. The latest research is clear. This isn't folklore anymore. This is science. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's what I want you to do. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm to share this with more people who need to hear it. Subscribe to this channel because I break down complex health science into simple, actionable steps you can actually use. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you tried ashwagandha? What was your experience? I read every single comment, and your story might help someone else. And finally, share this video with someone who's stressed, tired, or struggling with sleep. You never know whose life you might change with one simple share. Your health is your most valuable asset. Protect it, invest in it, and never stop learning. I'm Dr. Leonid Kim. Take care of your health.